If we are sending a document out for review or simply circulating a document, we may wish to set restrictions so that others cannot make changes to the text or they cannot make changes to the formatting of the document. To enforce editing restrictions to our document, we can go to the Backstage view, which is on the File tab. On the Info, we can protect the document and restrict editing. This opens up a task pane on the right-hand side of the screen, which is broken up into 3 sections. The first section allows us to limit formatting to specific styles. And if we wanted to set the styles that are allowed, we can check this box, Limit Formatting, and then go to the Settings, which opens up all the formatting, so we can check what are we going to allow and what we would not allow. But we would leave it as no formatting, so I'll cancel this and uncheck this box. The second section, or section 2, is where we choose what type of editing will be allowed in our document. And notice, once we check this box, allow only this type of editing in the document, the default comes up as no changes. So no changes will be allowed to this document. If, however, you wanted to specify individuals who will be allowed to make changes, we can go to this More Users and enter their usernames in this box. But for now, we'll leave it as no changes by anyone. And the third section is where we start enforcing protection. Once we choose to enforce protection, we are asked to provide a password, which is optional, but if we do not provide a password, then it will be very easy for anyone to just turn off the protection. So let's type in a password and we'll re-enter it to verify. We'll click OK. And now, if we go to our document and we try to make changes, notice nothing can happen or nothing is happening. Also, on the ribbon, all the formatting styles are grayed out, so we cannot make formatting changes. From the task pane, we can say show all regions that I can edit, and it should be highlighted, but nothing is coming up. And even if we select find next region I can edit, Word has finished searching the document, but nothing came up. So there's no place in this document that anyone can make a change. If we wanted to stop the protection, we can go back to the task pane. Down at the bottom, we have the option to stop protection. And notice we need to enter our password in order to unprotect this document. So users who do not have the password cannot unprotect the document. Let's type in our password once again, click OK, and once again we could actually go to our document and make changes to it. I'll just undo that. And we also have all our formatting coming back up on the ribbon. Now, there are a couple more things that we can look at in terms of enforcing protection. If we go back to the task pane, under the Editing Restrictions heading, we can choose to enforce different types of restrictions. Where we have this No Changes, if we click on the drop-down, we can select Track Changes, and this forces the Track Changes feature to be enabled. We've looked at Track Changes in a previous lesson. If we choose Comments, this will allow users the ability to enter comments to a protected document, but they still cannot go and make a change. That's all they will be able to do, just add comments. And Filling in Form option would allow users to enter information into form fields but still cannot edit the actual document. Now, there may be times when we want users to review a document and allow them to edit sections of the document but not make changes to other parts of the same document. For example, let's say we would allow users to make changes to this section of the document but not to the rest of the document. The first thing we need to do is break up the document into sections. So let's insert a section break after the paragraph, after layman terms. We can go to Page Layout, Breaks, and let's do a continuous section break, which we have looked at again in previous lessons. I'll turn on the show hide mark so you can see. Let's ensure that we have our section breaks. Okay, so now that we have broken up this into sections, we can select or highlight the section that we would allow changes to, and then enforce protection like we would normally. Let's again check allow only this type of editing in the document, and we'll allow everyone to make a change in this section, and then we'll turn on our protection. So we'll say yes, start enforcing protection. We'll put in our password once again and click OK. Now if we go to show all regions I can edit, notice this section is highlighted. And if we go to that section, on the Home tab we have all our formatting. We could actually go into that section and type some stuff. But if we go to any other part of the document, notice we cannot add anything. We cannot change anything. And on the Home tab, all the formatting is also grayed out. So let's stop the protection for a minute. We'll type in our password again, click OK. And now we should be able to make changes to our document anywhere on our document once again. So we can choose to protect this entire document or parts of the document if we wanted users to make changes to particular sections. Or we can choose the type of restriction that we want to set, like track changes or comments or filling in of forms. Now that we know how to enforce protection in our documents, let's look at another feature of protecting. We would look at verifying the source of the document in the following lesson.
Hi, I'm Russell Sauter, Chairman and CEO of Learning GG. We believe with conviction that learning generates growth. That's why we named the company Learning GG. Our mission is to provide online video training that is effective, affordable, and accessible from your PC, tablet, and smartphone. Our purpose is to inspire lifelong learning within everyone. Learn by reading books, attending classes, and watching high-quality educational videos. The moment we think we know it all, we stop growing. Develop the passion for learning, be a lifelong learner.